there's actually like 3 strands to Hybrid World. So there's a conference which has got some amazing speakers in it, sort of really looking at the amazing innovation in industry and science and biology and fertility. Oh, that's really good. So that goes for a day. Then there's like an incubator lab strand, which companies have applied for, and then they'll get mentored. And then there's my bit, which is the public program, which is, you know, it's free to come out to. Cosplayers are more than welcome.
Future. Robots, zombies.
So I felt, you know, like with this festival, I want to create or at least offer the opportunity for particularly young Australians, but any Australians of any age, to come and get their hands on with stuff. And to do that, it has to be, you know, low cost, low threat. You know, it's about coming, having fun, getting your hands on, meeting really great educators who can open the door to you, and hopefully, you know, if 20 kids come away from Hybrid World going, wow, I know what I want to do now. You know, I know I want to be a games programmer. I know I want to make music using Ableton. I know I want to be a Twitch streamer. I know I want to be a professional gamer. You know, all of these are actually real life jobs that are there now that weren't there when I was growing up. And I'd love to get kids there to have a go at the foundations of all this stuff.
Fantastic. Well, one of the things that really piqued my interest was that you've got a League of Legends tournament going on for schools.
Yes.
So how does that come up? I mean, schools should be, again, being a teacher, like a few years ago when League of Legends was really starting to become really popular at my school, like I would come in on mornings to teach classes and I would see so many of my Year 10 students like absolutely tired from being up till 4 a.m, drinking so much energy drinks and playing a whole bunch of LOL. Like, and here we are, like putting together a tournament for a lot of these kids. Like, so what's the balance there between approaching schools and saying, hey, we've got a tournament here. You know, we're looking for young people to do this, and almost encouraging them to do that, you know, within reason.
Well, I have to say I'm really, really proud of the League of Legends activity that we've got coming at Hybrid World. And there's really like multiple components to it. So the first port of call was Riot themselves, right, who developed League of Legends. It is the most popular game online, and they have a very young player base. You know, I mean, it's 13 up, but they have a lot of kids in that high school age zone that are playing League of Legends. Plus, it's the kind of game where really solid life skills can come out of playing that game at a good level, right? You know, it's a hard game. It's easy to start playing, but it's so difficult to master, and there's so many different skill sets in there and collaboration and all of this stuff. Plus, they had, you know, the whole esports thing happening. So I had obviously had lots of meetings with them over the years with Good Game. And they told me about their high school initiative where they were tackling head-on, you know, unsociable behaviour, with a program about responsible behaviour online, you know,
which is much needed.
Which is much needed, exactly. But they hadn't, and they've developed all of the tools, but they hadn't sort of got a lot of headway into the schools. I'm over in Adelaide talking about Hybrid World with the Department of Education here in South Australia, and they're like, oh, that sounds really cool. So this is like, I mean, how innovative are they, really? This Department of Education. So, you know, there's Riot, there's Department of Education, and then there's Hybrid World, all coming together with this kind of shared mission of using League of Legends to actually promote, you know, good skills, skills that, you know, exist in the game and that people can take outside of the game, all in a great fun and brilliant game like League of Legends.
It's coming to Adelaide. It's the first time it's the inaugural one in Adelaide. Is it going to be extending to somewhere else, possibly next year, or is it just going to keep returning to Adelaide?
Well, fingers crossed it returns to Adelaide. I mean, this is a new concept. It's a new idea. You know, to marry music, video games, drone flying, coding, you know, a conference, you know, all in this one space. It's pretty ambitious. So fingers crossed the people of Adelaide come, and if it's a big success, please come, then I'm sure we'll be back for another year.
Excellent.
Oh, I forgot the zombies, to mention zombies.
Oh, no, you haven't. What's going on with that?
Have you heard of Z-Town?
No, I haven't heard of Z-Town.
Okay, so Z-Town is like a 4 to 5 hour long real life zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Okay.
So you turn up, you got your Nerf gun.
Yep.
Everyone starts out as human. There's a storyline.
Okay.
So our storyline is about kind of a mad professor who lives below the city. Yep. It's all going to be played out at Adelaide University. Then the Contagion gets released and there's a couple of zombies. And then it goes off. Like, it's just the best fun ever. And then you all run around with your Nerf guns. There's strict rules about, you know, if you shoot the zombie, it has to drop and run away. Yeah. And then over time, you have this app so you can tell how many of you are human. And as the game plays on, it's like, oh, more and more zombies. But if you get turned into a zombie, it's almost more fun because you go off to the makeup tent and get all zombified. Yeah, and then you're out, you know, trying to catch the other humans. And then at the very end of the game, at the kind of pickup zone, maybe... Depends, and I reckon the Adelaide players are going to be quite good, so we might get 5 to 10, but out of the hundreds that start playing, there's only like 5 to 10 humans left who win the game.
Okay,
but yeah,
interesting.
It's great. So we're bringing that over for the first time ever. So yeah, I really hope people come along and play.
On Saturday, the 7th of October, the University of Adelaide's North Terrace campus will be transformed into a divided city where human survivors take up dart blasters and battle against infected zombies. It's Colour Run meets Call of Duty, it's a lot of fun, it's Z-Town, the divided city, and it's part of Hybrid World Adelaide. Everyone starts as a survivor and each player works with their squad to make it to the final stand. When you're tagged by a zombie, you become one too, and there's only one thing you want: brains. Hold out for as long as you can using ingenuity, clever tactics and clues via Z-Town's app in a desperate bid to stay human and escape Hybrid World Adelaide's Z-Town, the divided city. Grab your friends and face the apocalypse together, and if you need an incentive, Player Attack has 5 double passes to give away. All you need to do is head to playerattack.com, follow the link to the Z-Town competition and tell us your favourite zombie film, game or book in 20 words or less. The lucky winners will be announced on playerattack.com, but act fast, you only have until October 5 to get your details to us.